Australia has a new Speaker. But what is involved in the prestigious role he'll be stepping into? Here's Matt to tell us all about it.
How would you like to be in charge of this lot? Yep, it doesn't look easy. But if you can manage this, you might do pretty well here.
The Minister will resume his seat.
Yep, just like a classroom, our Parliament can sometimes get a bit rowdy.
The Minister will resume his seat.
That's why this job exists, the Speaker of the House of Representatives. It's a really important position that comes with some really important responsibilities.
If you don't know the meaning of it, look it up.
The Speaker is the one who runs the whole show. They call people to speak, tell them when their time is up, and make sure everyone follows the rules, handing down punishments if they don't.
The member for Isaacs will leave under 94A. You can regard yourselves as universally warned.
The Speaker's also got the best seat in the room to see and hear what's going on. So, think you can manage it? Well, while that kind of power and awesome seating might sound pretty handy, once upon a time it was a dangerous job. The office of Speaker dates back to 13th century England. It was up to the Speaker to deliver news from Parliament to the King, and if that news annoyed the King, well, things could get messy. Over the years, Speakers have been imprisoned or even beheaded whilst doing the job. Not to worry, these days it's a much safer position. Here in Australia, the Speaker has to be a member of the House of Reps, and it's up to the House to vote them in.
Over a horse. That's just a
Because you don't have to buy them metal shoes every
The
5
trick to this
seconds.
job, though, is that the Speaker's supposed to treat all members of Parliament fairly and equally. They're not supposed to take sides in arguments or debates, and they're only supposed to vote if there's a tie. So, while being in charge definitely has its perks, it means giving up some things as well. That's what this tradition is about. When a new Speaker takes office, they're escorted struggling to the chair, or pretending to anyway. That struggle might well have been a bit more serious in the days when getting beheaded wasn't out of the question.
To the advancement of thy glory and the true welfare of the people of Australia.
Tradition plays a big part in the job, including in how the Speaker is dressed. That can include a gown and even a wig, although it's not worn very often these days. This is important to the Speaker too, the mace. It's a symbol of the authority of the Speaker and of the House itself, and each day begins with it being placed on the central table. Outside of Parliament, the Speaker has work to do too, representing the House of Reps and making sure Parliament House is being looked after. And of course the Speaker still has to represent their electorate on top of all this too. Clearly, there are a lot of responsibilities that come with this important and prestigious position. But if you think you're cut out for it, remember the wig is definitely optional.